Okay, we're fixing a mask. We're starting a mask. Remember, this is two colors. Okay, it's gonna be gold from here down and brown from here up. Okay, we're gonna paint the gold first. Okay, so I have to put a piece of tape here. I got 1-inch tape and 2-inch tape. You see right there? Okay, I'll take a piece of 1-inch tape and put it against the brown, because I'm painting the gold first. Standing up like this, put it like that. Then I'll come back with this paper. Get a roll of that paper. This regular paper is what it's for. And you tape. I'm going to tape the paper to the piece of tape, the 1-inch tape I have right here. And I'm just going to tape the tape, put it there. One thing you got to watch for when you're taping, when you're masking, is overspray will get into a crack. Okay, it's like you got a crack right here in the paper. Okay, you blowing, overspray can get in there and get what's behind it with a little overspray. Okay, in this case, it goes into the wheel well. Okay, there's actually a flap in there, a mud guard. So I ain't worried about that crack. We got brand new tires on the front. Of course, we have to cover those, and we're going to cover the sides, the hood. Okay. All the painting is down this way, and if we get the good flow of air, the overspray is going to go out this door that I'm standing by. Okay. The door is just going to be open when I'm painting. I'm going to close it right away after. I'm going to get a good ventilation going so dust don't come back through. This is going to be the outside of with no filters. Okay, I got a filter on the back. That's how we're going to do it. So I was going to tape this first, but it's wet. It's still got a little bit of water in there. Okay, so I'm just playing around taping this. Okay. That's where we're at. Masking, taping is not hard. You just pay attention. And another thing, when you start blowing with your paint gun, you can blow this paper around. Okay, so make sure you got it where it's not going to blow the paper out the way in your middle of painting, and then now you're taping up again. So this is really a small job. This is not no very big job, but it's enough to get a little practice, and it's enough to get started. Okay, if you have a small job like this. Okay, that's where we're at. We're taping it up. We're waiting for that to dry. Still got a little bit of water in it, and I'm not going to paint today because it's getting late in the evening. So I'm going to start tomorrow painting, and today I'm going to finish getting all this masked off. And then tomorrow morning, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back, take a tack cloth, I'm going to wipe down the parts that I'm going to paint to go with the tack cloth. Okay. Make sure there's nothing. I'm going to blow my air. Make sure there's nothing, because overnight dust and stuff settles. And blow that off. I'm going to blow it first, come back with the tack cloth, and then we're going to start laying down some paint. And we're going to go from there. Okay, remember we want to tape this up. Okay. Flashlight. Okay. Now we want to put the tape. Remember, this is going to be our goal. We want to put our tape at the top. Okay. Now we got a curved line, and our tape is straight. Okay. What I'll do is I'll just take a little piece of tape. Okay. And I'll start in there. I'll start right here. I'll push it down into the crack. Okay. Push it up. Okay. Now what I'll do is take my knife good. I'll take my knife and make sure it goes down into the crack like I want it to. Okay. Now I'll come up with another little piece of tape. Now, what happens is, you get going along, okay, another little piece, okay, she's come out pretty good. All right, another little piece. We'll go with a long piece to show you. Come down, don't be afraid to overlap them. Okay. Now, I did that on purpose to show you. Okay. So we got, it's up right here. Okay, because the tape can't make the turn. That's no problem. You come back with your second piece. Coming back with your second piece, okay, you just overlap it. Right, I need more. Okay. I'm gonna come back and get that end over there. Okay. Just go with little pieces. Okay. So I need more white. I could have some lights. Okay. And I'll just keep going along. Take another piece of the tape. And put it in the crack. Okay. Okay. That right there is going to cause it to bridge. Okay. Too far over and it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take that piece out. You don't want your paint bridging. Okay. Anyway, I'm getting water in here. Bit of water. I'm going to quit. I'm going to let that dry out. Okay, so when I come back. Okay. Okay, so when I come back, I'm going to take my tape. Let's see where we at. Let me move a little more this way. Okay. Remember, this is gold. This is brown, so I have to take this part. All right. Cut it because it was a little bit, it's a pretty short knife. A little bit too long. Okay. What I'm trying to show you is, it's hard to show you here, but let's say we're taping this line, just a second. And the tape, and you start putting the tape, and it doesn't come all the way up to the line. You just tape over it. It's pretty simple. Just tape over it. I get too much glue on my. I'm gonna paint. Okay. I'm gonna finish taping. See what else we've done. Okay, I taped a little more on this side, but I'm gonna have to let it dry because it's still got water in the crack. So, worst thing that can happen is if I trap water in there and I'm painting and a big old drop of water comes out. Okay, I'll tape the wheel up. Okay. And I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow and finish this up. So it's not a big tape job. There's not really not much to it, to tell you the truth. Not a lot to it. Of course, I'm going to tape this. I don't want overspray getting into my connections and where my light is. A little bit's not going to hurt, but just to say. And then this front, I'm going to tape this so the radiator to take paper across here, so I don't get water in the. Paint in the radiator. I kind of cover that bolt. It's not a perfect job, but this is covered by that plate that comes over, so it really doesn't make much difference. I just didn't even get paint in the threads or in the, that's a T27. I didn't want to get paint in the little thing on the bolt. But anyway, so it's not gonna take long to do this. This is a really quick job. So I'm gonna let it dry overnight, and tomorrow we're gonna come back, and it's getting late in the evening. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and finish it up. Before I shut it down, I'm gonna do this wheel. Okay, once this wheel's done, then tomorrow I don't have much left to do. I'll finish that up and I'll start putting paint on it. Anyway, that's where we are. You know, masking is not really hard if you take your time. You think about where the paint's gonna go. Okay, you gotta watch how you tape it. Now when we come back to pull this tape off, okay, this is the straight line that we have here. We come back, okay. After the gold is painted and the clear coat and everything's put on the gold, when we pull this tape off, we're gonna pull it off real slow. We're not gonna yank it off. We're just gonna ease it. And you can take the tape. I'll show you. And you take the tape and kind of move it back and forth. Okay. So like if I undo this side comes off, then the top part, and this side comes off, then this part. This side, we're really gonna take our time. This side comes off. This side comes off. You don't want to just pull it. Okay? Alright, the paint is still going to be soft, is what's going to happen. This paint is still going to be soft. Okay? And when you pull off the tape, it's going to be paint on here and on the tape. Okay? And you don't want, if you just rip it off, it's going to pull some of this paint off. Now the paint will be soft and the paint will let go if you do it slow. Okay? It'll break. There'll be a line of paint on your surface and on your tape. And there's going to be a line of paint. Now try not to put it real thick. You want to get good coverage though, but I don't want to put it real thick in that crack. Sometimes it happens and you just got to take it from there. That's where we are. We're just getting it taped up, getting it ready to paint. I'm going to do the other wheel. We're going to let this front dry. Like I said before, I'm going to do this wheel. We'll let it dry, and then we're going to come back and finish masking it early tomorrow morning, and then we'll start with our layers of paint. Okay, I'm going to show you how we tape off a wheel. Now, in the company that I had, we had wheel covers, okay, and we had different sizes, and you could just cover the wheel with the wheel cover, and it was quick and easy. I don't have wheel covers. I'm not going to go buy a wheel cover just for this job. Okay, so what I do is I put my roll of paper, I try to get about the same amount coming on both sides. It doesn't have to be. Okay, because that's plenty of paper. And I'll slide the paper and go underneath the tire as far as I can go. Push it under there. Then I'll start taping it. Okay. And I'll just pull this down and tape it. I'll pull this down and tape it. Down here and tape it. Then I'll unroll it and I'll do it all the way around to this, all the way down under here. And I'll push it under here and tape it. Okay? And then I'm going to show you where we go from there. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm just taping it on the wheel. And I'm going all the way around. I got my roll down here. Now I'm going to take my scissors. When I get plenty enough to go under I can tuck it under here. And I'll just cut it off. And then I'll show you what we're going to do from then on. Okay. Now what we did, we put the rollers here. Still hadn't cut it. Pushed it as far as I can go under here. Okay. Then I'm just going to cut it across here, or tear it right across here, and just shove the extra out of my way. Okay. And then I'm still going to come back and put more tape on this. I'll show you. Okay. As you can see, I taped it all the way around. Okay. You don't have to tape it all the way around like that. You don't have to tape it that good. That's just the way I do it. In case I hit it, I knock it, it's not going to just fall apart. Now I'm going to come back simply and take a sheet that's going to make it across from here to here, a piece, cut it, and then tape it. Okay? Okay, I believe you're getting the idea. I just took a sheet and I put it here. I'm going to take one more is going to fit here. It's going to come out perfect. Okay, I'll put it down to the floor and then overlap it here. Overlap it across here. Okay, remember I said paint as a way to get in the little crack. Now, see, I got to come back. This is going to be gold. First thing I'll paint. So I'm going to be spraying under here. So overspray is going to get all over. Now, what I like to do is, okay, see right here? Okay. I like to cover all the edges like that and make sure it's down good. Everything going out of focus again. Make sure it's down real good, okay? And tape up all these edges, the ones from the front, because I'm painting it from the front. I don't want paint to, if I turn the gun this way, I don't want paint to fly up in here and get in my wheel. Okay? Now I go back and I double check, make sure everything is good. Okay, we're gonna put one more piece. And that's gonna cover the rest of this wheel. Okay. We got the wheel pretty much masked. Okay. Now we're gonna be spraying from the front. None of this back here is gonna be sprayed. Okay. Now, let's look at the front of the wheel. You can see it goes way over here. Now I could put a piece of tape and wrap it around there if I wanted to. I'll just leave it like that. It'll keep overspray from getting in there. I'm really not spraying way over there. Okay, now this is going to be gold. This edge right here is going to be gold. Okay, so I'm going to come back and spray, and I got to spray this edge right here. This is like a mud flap. Okay, and it's going to be gold if I don't put tape on it. Okay, and it's not going to hurt anything, but it's not going to look that great. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little tape. Now this is probably full of dirt. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little tape on that edge. Okay. So when I come back with my gun and I spray right here, it's not going to get, if a little overspray gets in there, it's not going to hurt anything. Anyway, that's where we are. That's how we do it. Okay. We taped up under here. We just want a couple, maybe 3 or 4 inches under there. Okay. That way when we paint this edge right here, okay, you might get some overspray way in there, but it's not going to really make any difference, will it? Not going to hurt anything. Okay. Well, that looks pretty good. Alright. Like I said, we'll come back tomorrow and we're going to finish up the rest of it. Okay, something else I want to say. Okay, this is our bumper cover that we bought, of course. Now this is part of the car. You see how it doesn't fit? Now, this is aftermarket. It doesn't fit perfectly. Okay, which no big deal. I mean, after the wreck we got into, we're good to go. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, this one's not bad. This one's just got a little scuff here. Okay, we can live with that. Okay, so I'm probably going to tape this off. In fact, I will. I'll tape this one off and just paint this. Don't paint this. Okay. Now, but different story on the other side. Okay. Like I said, this thing was in a collision. Okay, now see, this one is quite a bit of gap right here and here. Okay. I could try to fill it in. Could put some body filler and fill it in. Chances are it's not going to stay. Okay. So what I'm thinking of what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand this. All right. Sand this a little ways. Excuse me, an inch or two. Back this way. Okay, and I'm going to paint this edge. Okay, it's going to paint where that crack is in there. So I'm not going to tape it. I'm not going to tape it here. And I'm not going to tape it back here. Okay. What will happen is, if I come back here and tape it, and run it, and paint this, you're going to have a line right here. A definite line you're going to see from a mile away. Okay, so what I'm going to do, when I paint this, okay, now I'm going to tape back here to keep overspray from getting up in this area. But what I'm going to do is, when I spray here, I'm going to spray here. Okay. When I get to here, I'm going to spray it. And some of the overspray is naturally going to go here. Okay. Which is fine. And once it totally flashes off, I'm going to come back. Okay. And I'm going to compound this to blend it in. And I have some blending in stuff that I'm going to use. It's a spray. That'll help it blend in. Like I said, this is not a show car. If it was, I would fix all. This would have to be done better. I'd have to, do something with it. But I could fill it. I could fill it in. But I'm not gonna do that. This is an old car, an old SUV. Reliable. It's got that 3-valve engine. Okay. Which is not a good engine. It's got I think 120,000 miles, so we want to get a few more miles out of it. Okay. The thing with this engine, these Ford engines with the 3-valve, they have small ports in the engine for oil. Okay, I'm getting off on the painting subject, but if you have a 3-valve, change your oil every 3,000 miles. 2,500 to 3,000 miles. Change the oil and filter. Don't neglect it. And your engine will last. It's the 3-valve. It costs you $600 to $800 to have the plugs changed, the spark plug. So if you ever run into a 3-valve like this, run. I didn't find this out till after I got it, but we made a good deal on it. So anyway, it's reliable. It's a heavy car. Okay. But anyway, that's where we are on the paint. Let's get back to the paint. So that's how we're going to do this edge, and how we're going to do the other edge. Okay. So tomorrow we're going to come back and finish. Like I said, been saying, we're going to come back and catch this edge after it dries. We're going to put paper up this way, and then we're going to paint the bottom part gold. Okay. All right. That's where we are on our paint job.